Good morning! It's turned out nice again. Motherfucker. Do you know what? There'll be someone in the comments going, is it necessary that you say the same thing every morning? Oh, I've had some right whingers this week, moaning about how I treat the dog, moaning about how I treat my chick. Wait till you hear the comment that I've got coming up for you in a minute. Oh my dear. Listen, it's 7:05 in the morning. I've only just started because I've been busy this morning. I've not even had my breakfast yet. Now, I like a protein drink in the morning, and my good lady prepares that for me before she goes to work, but it's like ice cream this morning. It's really thick, it won't come out. Couldn't you have had that before you started recording? Well, I could have done, but I've chosen not to. All right. You see, the thing is, this is my channel, and I'll do what the fuck I want to do on my channel. All right. And if you don't like it on my channel, then you could unsubscribe from this channel, couldn't you? And I assure you, absolutely nobody will give a fuck if you do that, okay? So, guys, I'm a bit late this morning. I've been doing my bit for the community. Look, I'll show you. Look at all this. Look. You see that? These are photographs, or a selection of photographs, because I took more than 500 from our game at the weekend. CF Benidorm, yeah, David Villa's Blue and White Army. Make sure you follow CF Benidorm Talk, one word, on X, Instagram, Facebook and YouTube, all right? Because that's my channel, all right, on my accounts, if you like. So each week I get these pictures done at the game. I print them off. And also at training, right? I'll go to training tomorrow and I'll do the same on Saturday morning. I'll take the pictures to Sunday's game, right? So there's some really good pictures in here. Well, I'll let you be the judge of that. But I got some good ones. Look, I thought that was a decent picture of our captain, and I actually like this one as well. Kobo, our striker, wrestling with them. And there was another one of him somewhere. This one I think is another good picture because it just shows you him running rings around them. They've got three players after him there. El Mister, or Mister, which is the boss, our manager. I went to a board meeting last night and I was sat with him, and he actually said at the board meeting, there was 12 of us there, and he commented about, he said, Duncan, he brings the pictures, he says actual physical pictures, and he said the lads absolutely love them. And it's such a nice feeling. It is, guys, like doing something for people. I don't know if you can see these ones at the back here, but we've got some ones of the players with the kids, which is very important in my football world. For example, look, these kids here made that for the goalkeeper. You are the best. So I made sure I captured that. And another one, a little high five there. Look, you see, the kids are really important. And do you know what? Bizarrely, I like this one as well. I really like this picture because he's a great kid, one of our players. So yeah, there's some really good some pictures. I'm proud of them. I'm new to this, and I like helping. So like I say, I'll drop those off at training tomorrow. I'll just move them down there a little bit. Give myself some room. And the thing is, €23.60. Can you see that? I think it's over here somewhere. €23.60 for those pictures. And I'll get some more done from training. So twice a week I do that, really. And I pay for that. Nobody gives me the money. I don't ask for any money. I wouldn't accept any money. I'm not trying to, say I'm a hero, although I think I am. But what I mean is, for me, it's a small amount of money to pay to put a smile on someone's face. And I know the players appreciate it. And the owner of the club last night said to me, you shouldn't be, paying for things yourself, in other words, and I'm like, no, I'm fine. I don't need anything. It's cool. And you guys enabled me to do that, right? Because when you support me, right, obviously when you use the super thanks, super chats, that's supporting the whole project that I do, right? The whole Operation Cop Talk, if you like. That gets me to pay my bills. And if there's a little bit left over, which usually, I'll be honest with you, there isn't. But if there's something in my Revolut, right, which is one of the links in the video description, that's my beer kitty on a Saturday, then I don't mind doing stuff like that. So that's come from my Revolut. That's actually come from my beer kitty. And I know you guys won't mind, because whether I'm having a beer or making someone happy, I'm happy. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, I like the pictures. I like doing it. And I'll continue to do it. Yeah, it's cool. So that's what I've been doing this morning. The schedule for today, there will be a live stream today, guys. I couldn't do one last night. I was at that board meeting, and obviously by the time I finished and got home, it was just in time for the game, so there was no point going live. So I did watch the game, although I was doing quite a bit of work actually at the same time. So yeah, there'll be a live stream tonight at 6:30 p.m. UK time. And I think tomorrow's Friday. Fridays, I'm starting to take a little bit easier. A little bit easy, is that the word? Easier, whatever. If I'm honest with you, I go to training on a Friday, hence why I do the pictures on a Thursday, take them down tomorrow. And I like to kick back, and watch the lads train. And in an evening, I like to take my chick out for a bite to eat. Am I allowed to call her chick, or is that sexualizing her? And I'll get to it in a minute. I like to take my girl out. Well, is she your possession? Yeah, she is my possession. She belongs to me, all right? And you know what? She likes it when I say that. Trust me. She's like, am I yours? Yeah, you're mine, baby. I love you. So Friday's live stream probably won't be a live stream tomorrow night, Friday night, because I might, go out for a bite to eat. But we'll see. I don't know. I'll confirm tomorrow. Which means on Saturday, I will do a live stream in the morning, all right, early morning. Saturday afternoon, I'm going to go and watch another game in our league, which is over Alicante way. I think it's Alicante versus Torrevieja, and Torrevieja are second, I think, in the league. They're our main rivals at the moment, and they recently reported us for fielding an ineligible player, which was some confusion over a suspension as to whether he was suspended at the Cup or the League. It's subject to an appeal. We lost 3 points, and we played them in March at their place. It's going to be a bit feisty, that one. So me and my mate are we're going to go to that, and I would have invited other friends, but there's only 2 seats in the car. So we're going to go to that and just have a look at the opposition on Saturday. But we should do a morning stream in the morning, all right? Today I need to catch up on my mail stand emails, and fuck me, there are so many coming in. If you are a Cup Talk VIP member, you'll be happy to know now that I found a way to embed those videos on the members' website. Okay, so they're not from YouTube. I have to host them somewhere else and put them on there. I think it costs €110. I think I signed up for that yesterday. So the VIP members are very happy because they're already paying to be on there to support me, and then it's a bit mean that they've got to pay to be on here. But there's no way of doing it from YouTube. But I worked on a solution for them, and my peoples, all right, stepped up and covered that. That's what my people are like, So I said on the members website, yes, I've done this for you guys. If you could help us out, it'd be appreciated. It's just great people contributing and enabled me to pay that. And that's what's good about here, the things I need, like the subscriptions to the papers, were covered by Niall, and there's also a contribution from Henry the Hero. We've got that facility now for people, and if you were to go on the members website, you would see all the lads in there saying, thanks so much, Don. It takes a bit more time, which I haven't really got anyway, so because now I have to upload the video twice and do different things, but I'm employed by those people, right? I mean, they don't see it like that. They support me because they appreciate what I do, and they want to be a part of the Cop Talk VIP community, which is fucking brilliant, guys. I honestly, I don't really promote it on here. I feel like I've mentioned it a few times the last few days, but that's because of the video situation. And also, when I do these long breakdowns with Dave, I like to post things in text on there, which some people like text. Some people like text, some people like video. The podcast is very neglected. It hasn't been updated for months. I will get back into that. It's very difficult, the podcast, because the podcast doesn't generate revenue. Now, anyone that knows me know that I don't do any of this for money, right? I do it because it's my love, and I've done it for a very long time. But at the same time, I have to exist, right? If I just sit here, doing what I want, then how do I pay my bills? But this is my only income. Cop Talk is my only income. It's all I do. It's all I've done since I was in my early 20s. And it'll be all I do until I die, all right? That's the reality of the situation. And all I want to do in life is pay my bills and have a beer on a weekend, take my girl out for a bite to eat and shit like that. You know, get away every now and then. I have a good life. I do. I have a nice life. I feel like I'm having a nice life now. The last few years I haven't, all right? And that's not a criticism of anyone that's been in my life during that time. It's probably because they dropped out of my life, if that makes sense. Because, you know, I was with a girl that lived in England and I lived here, and if we'd have lived in the same country, we would have been together. But it had to stop, and that creates pain, you know. And yeah, I'm really happy now, but it's just been a bit of a few rough years, and obviously I went through my divorce and that, which, you know, someone said on here recently, was it last year? They said, no wonder she left you. So she didn't fucking leave me, you idiot. No wonder she divorced you. I filed the divorce, all right? And we get on great. There's no problems there whatsoever. It's just that she had to go to England at the time of the pandemic for work, and then there was a travel ban, and we didn't see each other for 2 years. So it went tits up, basically. So again, that's like you feel robbed and sad and all that. But at the moment, like, I feel like really happy. Like, I'm happy in my relationship. I'm happy with where I live. I'm happy with what I'm doing. I'm happy with the support that I get from you guys that enable me to just get by, you know, have a good crack in that, have a beer on a weekend. I'm going away in a few weeks, and I wouldn't be able to do any of that without your support. I wouldn't be able to do the things that make me happy, like get these photographs done, you know. So I just feel really, really positive at the moment, to be honest with you, which is good. I'm already waffling, aren't I? So that's the schedule today. I've got a lot of videos to do today, to be honest with you. And my girl said to me this morning, I did take her to work this morning, and she said this afternoon, she said, I'll get the bus home if you want, because she knows that, you know, it's a problem for me breaking off. And I just said, I'll let you know. If I'm stuck in, like, doing a lot of videos, then she will get the bus back. But I'm sure when it's time for her to get the bus, she'll say, shall I get a taxi or shall I get both? She's very clever. But no, she's super cool, and she's really helping me a lot. You know, like the last few years when I've been on my own, well, I haven't been on my own, but lived on my own, I never realised how much I missed having someone supporting me with my work. And what I mean by that is, you know, I could be in the middle of something stressful. You know, sometimes I'm sat at my computer and like my ex-wife would know not to speak to me. You know, she'd know not to ask me a question. She'd just put a cup of tea down and, you know, give you a little rub on the shoulder. And I'd be like, you know, because she's just really trying to, you know, focus on something. And my girl now, it's, you know, we haven't lived together very long, but she's learning that. And I don't mean that in a patronising way. I mean that in a understanding each other way. And, you know, she's already done me like a packed lunch. You know, she knows that I'll be sat at my my workstations when I finish this. So my packed lunch is there, and she gets me my bread, even though it's too thick. She gets me my breakfast ready, and she's really good. And it helps, right? Happy me means I'm enjoying my work and that. And I am. I'm really enjoying things at the moment, to be honest with you. But she needs to sort of shit out with my fucking drink. Why won't it come out of there? It's too thick. It's like drinking mashed potatoes or something. And it doesn't taste right. She hasn't put no sweetener in there. She can fucking move back out. Right. So live stream 6:30. Loads of videos. We're going to do the shout outs in a minute. First of all, I'll read this comment to you that was left not very long ago, actually. Where is it? So this is on the Pampered Pooches. Great news for VIPs. I think it was the morning briefing yesterday. How comes every video you mention your new chick? Well, first of all, she's not new, but she's only new in the sense of living with me. You've said this every day for the last few weeks. In every day repeating it. I don't know what that means, but basically saying you said it every... Well, because my morning briefings are my videos where the people that care about me want to know what's going on in my life. And why can't I mention her every day? I can mention her every fucking video if I want. Just like I mentioned Remy. Or maybe You know, very soon I'll start mentioning my mum in all my videos, in my morning briefings, because it's coming up to her anniversary. It's a morning brief. You put that on a morning briefing, right? We get the picture. Not quite sure you do, actually. Then constantly making jokes about banging her. Banging her is not, banging isn't a word I use. If you mean I say things, you know, she'll be back soon, guys, you know what I'm saying? We're not allowed to have a giggle, shits and giggles. It's called postcard humour. It's banter. What the fuck is wrong with you? Or sexualising her. What, because she's got a cracking pair of tits? Is that what you mean? She likes it when I sexualise her. There's a joke in there somewhere. Sexualising her when she's a person. Joke. What does that mean? Sexualising when she's a person joke. Oh, when she's a person. Oh, sexualising her when she's a person. Joke or not, it detracts from her as a person. Why don't you mind your fucking business? That's what my mum would have said years ago. She'd have said, if you've got nothing good to say, don't fucking say it. In other words, mind your business. Do you know what I mean? Do you not think it's up to her to decide how I refer to her? Just saying. It detracts from her as a person. And if you love her, I don't get why you'd want to detract from her by the slightest. And our dry day, I think you've made a mistake there. I think that means every day you mention your haters. I only mention them in my morning briefings to explain to people that my favourite is people watch my morning briefings, and I know my favourite is haters too. It's a bit of banter, it's a bit of teasing in it. What's wrong with that? I just don't get why you give them airtime. Well, it's not really giving them airtime, is it? It's acknowledging to people out there that I know them fuckers are watching. But what does it matter? Who cares? You know what I mean? Like, so what? I don't understand why you're so concerned. But just my opinions, of course. Well, yeah, you're entitled to your opinions. Everyone's entitled to an opinion. But the difference between yours and mine is I get paid for mine. You do you. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Your channel. I do like your content. Thanks. And this isn't hateful. No, I don't think it is hateful. Not for one. I don't think your comment is hateful. It's fucking stupid, but it's not hateful. Just you mention the same thing every day. I switch off. Good. I hope you do switch off, you see, because we all have that, what's the word, option in life, don't we? Yeah, people come on here and they'll say, have you seen that other YouTube channel, don't? He gets right on my fucking nerves. And maybe he does, but I just think, well, what are you watching him for then? Turn it off. Beats right, people say, oh, I can't stand that fucking, what's it called? Britain's Got, I can't stand that Britain's Got Talent. Well, turn it off then. What's the matter? It's easily resolved, isn't it? No, listen. I appreciate your comment a little bit. You know, I like comments like that, to be honest, because, you know, they make me think. They make me think how lucky I am that everyone else is cool as fuck. You know, like, me and my chick, we banter. She gives me as much back as I give her, and that is an absolutely brilliant, healthy relationship, I think. I take the piss out of her, and she takes the piss out of me. All right? So, for example, when we got in at the weekend last weekend, yeah, that's still good English, last weekend, I'd had a few vodkas, right? So we get home, and I'm pottering about, probably on that computer. I was sat over there, actually, so I've been checking emails, even though I'd had a few, right? And it's probably 2 a.m. or something. And she went and got changed. She put a dressing gown on. Oh, I was going to bang the arse up. I wasn't really. I was just saying that to see if it offended you. Bang the arse up. If she was stood here now, she'd laugh like fuck. She'd go, you having a laugh? You couldn't get up the stairs. That's what she'd say. Anyway, all right. So I went in the kitchen, because she put a dressing gown on, and she had a pair of white socks on. Oh, she looked bang tidy. But then she had these slippers on, which kind of killed it a bit. I went like that. Trying to wind you up, you know that, do you? Right? And she says, I'll do you some dinner. right? So she did some chicken and bacon, and she did it in a wrap, I think. I can't remember because I was pissed. And I looked at her in the kitchen, and I went, look at you in them socks. And there were these white socks, right? So I took a picture of her in these white socks, slippers, dressing gown, right? And I put on Facebook to my friends, you know, the people that know me and understand my humour, right? I said, I'm not sure if she's making me a bite to eat or whether she's going for an operation. Because I thought that was funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what we do. We banter. And I don't really see whose fucking business that is other than mine and hers. Do you know what I mean? Like, you might think that it's really wrong, but that's something that you should just think to yourself, all right? And you could think to yourself, that's really wrong, that. I'm not going to do that in my life. And that's all right, isn't it? You can be that person, right? And it doesn't mean that my relationship's any better than yours or any worse than yours, whatever, right? Because we all make our own, you know, decisions and choices in life. I've chosen to be a bit cheeky and a bit funny, or try to be funny, because it's better to be funny than fucking miserable than moaning. That's what I think, right? So ultimately, we have got a problem here, haven't we? We have a problem here because you don't like me for who I am. Do you know what I mean? Like, you like my content, which is very nice, but it's good content, right? But you don't like the way that I sexualise her as a person, or something like that. You know what I mean? So you've got a massive decision to make now. Because I can assure you, in every video and every morning briefing moving forward, I will continue to be who I am. Because I'd rather be hated for who I am. I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that that applies to what you think. But I'd rather be hated for who I am than loved for who I'm not. And on my channel here, I'm just going to be me. And if nobody laughs at a little joke or a little bit, what does it matter? Because I'm not here to get anyone's endorsement. I'm here to be me. So rather than be fake and go, hey, what's up, guys? Hey, I've got a great video coming up for you today. All right? Hit ping, ping, subscribe, do this, do that. Whoa. All right? Do you like my picture of my favourite player? I've got a new Liverpool top on. All right. Rather than do that, I'm going to sit here, all right, and go, all right, guys, how's it going? Busting for a piss, because I'm real. Right? And if I want to have a joke and poke fun at myself or my missus, and she doesn't have a problem with that, then I fucking will. All right? So I hope we've made that very, very clear. All right? Mind your fucking business. All right? Thank you. Now, what else have we got? Have I got any more comments? Yes, I have. Here we go. This is the nicest comments. These are the ones that I want to hear. All right? These are the ones that are just like happy to be here. Hi, Dunk. This is from Hassan Ali. That's a cool as fuck name. I like that name. Hassan Ali. Hi, Dunk. I've been watching your videos for a while now, and let's be honest. I thought, oh, God, where's this going? You sexual... It don't really. A true Dunk original just isn't complete without a Mo Salah and Rafa Benitez quality outburst and an exclusive. Lastly, of course, everyone's favourite football analyst, Dave. Honestly, if none of those make an appearance, I start wondering if I've clicked the right video. Keep doing what you do. Thanks, mate. Would it be the same without it? Now, there's the difference between two different people, right? The other kid, he might be a really nice person in life. Maybe it might be a woman, I don't know. I don't really care. But there's the difference in people. I know who I want to, like, be sat with in life. I want to be sat with people that just go, hey, let's have a giggle, let's have a laugh. Rather than someone going, oh, I don't know if it's acceptable to say that. Do you know what I mean? Seriously, there'll be someone in the comment section on this video. Look for him. They'll be in the comment section because they can still comment at the moment. But I've given them a little warning. Said, if you want to continue commenting on here, mind your fucking business, right? Because I don't have that patience. But there'll be my friends who'll comment on here going, why are you even... Because I love it. I love responding to stuff like this. I do. It gives me something to talk about. And it does make me think, because I see positives in negatives, right? So the negative viewpoint there has left me feeling very positive, because it makes me think how lucky I am to have a partner that likes a laugh and a giggle. But we're brutal with each other. Do you know what I mean? And then from a negative, there's a positive in another person that, like, 2 minutes later is saying, don't change, man, love it. You know? Everyone's entitled to their opinions, right? And honestly, you're not here to like me, really. I mean, I prefer you did. But I don't think that you can tell people how they should be, which is what you're really doing. Because if I was, uncouth, or if my words are wrong, then there's an option, isn't there? Like, you have to leave. Like, it's not me being smarmy or arsey or butter. It's just the reality. Like, if I watch something, like, there's certain Liverpool journalists, right? There's one in particular that makes videos, right? And I shit you not, the minute I hear his voice, I just have to fucking leave. But that person could be the nicest person in the world, and they could be very good at their job, but I just go, I can't stand it. But rather than come on here, I didn't name that person, did I? And be negative. I'm just saying, like, I just go, I can't watch that. It's not for me, right? So there'll be a lot of people that watch, stumble on my videos and, it's not for me, that's shite, listen to that old cunt. You know what I mean? Some people might be offended by that word cunt. And where I'm from, it's a term of endearment. I wouldn't talk like that in front of my girl's family, but I'm on a football channel where you hear these words at football stadiums, and, sometimes I'll make a video, people, would you not swear, please? And it's like, have you ever been to a game of fucking football? Like, for me, swearing is expression and passion. There's nothing big in it. There's nothing clever. But if I say the F word, I'm either probably really angry or really passionate or something. I don't come on here and go, just had a lovely cup of fucking coffee. It just wouldn't be right, would it? Society, fucking crazy. I ain't changing nothing, so there you go. I don't give a fuck if every single person unsubscribed. I'll still be here talking to one person on myself. I don't care, it don't bother me. Do you know why it don't bother me? Because everyone's entitled to do what they want. If they don't want it, like, what's the point? Like, it wouldn't bother me. I wouldn't be upset in the slightest. I'm not really bothered about how many people watch my videos. I mean, it's human nature to go, oh, someone told me the other day, you had, well done on getting 40,000 subscribers. I didn't even know I had, right? So yeah, it's nice. Would you rather have 40,000 or 40? You think, well, yeah, 40, because, it's more people and it's nice, but really the majority don't interact with you anyway. So I don't really see the benefit of having 40,000 versus 400,000. All you need is 1,000 loyal followers. And I know I've got them, so, I mean, I'd rather everyone left my channel feeling happy and nice, and, he's all right, he's done. But I'm never going to lose any sleep over it if someone isn't. I'm just not. And I'm sorry, but in my morning briefings especially, I'll talk about what the fuck I want. So what can you do? We've got a problem. Do you continue watching because you don't like the fact that I sexualize my partner? Or do I change just to accommodate you? I'll let the people decide in the comment section. I've been here a long time, and I can assure you I have zero patience. Right, let's move on. We've got a lot of acknowledgements today, and they're going to be all over the place. So it's probably, if you're not really interested in these morning briefings, this is going to drag on for a bit, because I'm going to have to check screenshots and messages from my daughter, and I might miss some people out. So I don't know where to start, to be honest with you. So there's no live stream yesterday, so there won't be any super chats to catch up on. So we're going to go straight in at the deep end on the super thanks. Can we see Remy daily? I love that dog, says Jeff Wilson. Great work, bro, as always, says Gareth at Cop Heights of Anfield. Thanks for the update, Dunk. And big respect for making the members' videos available on the VIP site. That's from my boy, Dad Product. He's my token black friend. Am I allowed to say that? Are we allowed to banter? Me and the product. Can we banter? Or might it offend someone? Chocolate Colin, who remembers him? I bet Spectre's watching this. He'll remember that one. Oh my days. Right, let's have a look. Chocolate fucking Colin. Ah, dear me. Right, here we go. First of all, let's give a shout out to Niall, my man Niall, and he's also my friend. And when he sees this video, he'll go, "What a plonker." I'll go, "I know." And he'll go, "No, not that fella, you." Niall's mint, and he's also a channel member. Squad, my man. Jason Will, thanks. Forget your beer. This is a treat for Remy. I think Remy's done all right this week, you know. Someone told me off in a video the other day saying that I didn't treat him good. Fucking idiot. It always makes me laugh when people leave comments like that and go, "I love your channel, but, you know, I love your content. I do enjoy watching your videos, but you don't look after your girlfriend or your dog good." It's like, oh, I can say what I want because I'm telling you I like it. Fuck, I couldn't give a fuck what you think, to be honest with you. Jason, I've screenshotted that. A treat for Remy, all right? Jason, oh, thank you. Sorry, thank you, Jason Will, by the way. Also, Jason Bay, who is a channel member. Squad! Thanks. Wish I could do more. Pains me, breaks my heart when people say that. But things are tight and Valentine's coming up. Have a coffee on me. Hang on a minute, though. Hang on a minute. Are you putting her before me? Not sure that's allowed. Valentine's. Oh, she mentioned it the other day, Valentine's. I wasn't in a relationship with her last Valentine's Day. I know what I'll do for Valentine's Day because it's our first Valentine's Day. I'll get some roses, and I'll get her a vibrator. And if she doesn't like the roses, she can go fuck herself. You're doing it again. Right. She won't be getting anything off me on Valentine's Day, I can assure you. Because, do you know why? Because I take my chick out every Friday for a bite to eat. I buy little surprises and presents all the time. I love her all year round. I don't need a fancy day to do that. Yeah, fuck that. Not one of those people. Jason, thank you, my man. Legend. I really do appreciate you. And you say you wish you could do more. You're a channel member and you bought me a coffee, bro. What more? What more could I ask? Please don't feel like that. Tiffany Jones, thanks for putting the vids on for VIP members. Legend. You're the legend for being a VIP member. And I assume you are because it benefits you, unless you're just saying that's a nice thing. Sorry if you are a VIP member and I don't know, because sometimes people's usernames are different on YouTube to the members website. Tiffany, thank you. William Cahill, channel member. Squad, thanks, Will. Copites of Anfield, YouTube channel member. Squad, friend of mine. Thank you for all you have done for me and your amazing community. Love you, bro. And I love you too, Gareth. You're a good kid. If anyone deserves some happiness in life, it's Gareth. And if I ever won the lottery, he'd be one of the first people that I'd go and sort out. He's a great kid. Mark the Legend, channel member, Squad, and he's a legend, supports me every day. He does, honestly. And support me every day isn't, getting a super chat, leaving a comment, thumbs up a video, watch my videos every day. That's supporting me, right? Let's make that clear. Mark, thank you, man. I appreciate you. Thanks, Dunk. Remy has more intelligence than Slot. He's got 4 thumbs up on that as well. I'm not sure if I'm caught up on this one. No, I don't think I am. I don't know. Steve Harrison, channel member, Schwad. He says, you've been a busy bee today. Don't deserve a Magnus at the weekend. I think I might have done that one. So I'm up to date on the... I think I did that one, brother. Let's have a look. Right, there's Super This is where it gets confusing. They're super thanks. Thank you, my peoples. What next? Just got an email from Paul K. Starting new treatment. Been in hospital since the 19th. 10 days. So you've got lots of videos loaded. Will keep you busy in the coming days. Hope you are well. Never mind me being well, Paul. Paul is Paul K. You'll see him in the streams and comments. This is someone, as you can, he's in hospital. He's been in there 10 days by the sound of it. I'm starting new treatment today. We're out here, hopefully, the majority of us. And it's just a little reminder sometimes that I'm fortunate to be sat on a set here, taking photographs, talking to you guys, having a bit of a giggle with you, and not laid up in an hospital bed. And Paul is someone that's gone out of his way to support me over the years, significantly as well. And it just always humbles me and makes me, think how lucky we are. I know some people watching this might think you're not lucky, and maybe you've got illnesses, because some of you have got some real serious illnesses. But for those of us that, are plodding, let's just remember there's some people out there that aren't. Let's enjoy ourselves. And that's why I don't, give a fuck what these people say sometimes, because, I've got my dog, my beautiful dog, I've got a nice chick. No, it's not a beautiful dog, nice chick. Oh dear. Beautiful dog, unconditional love with the dog. The world's out there, it's a beautiful world, and I'm very grateful for it. So I must get back to Paul. I'm terrible with my emails, but he knows that. I just don't know. I there's so many personal things that I've got to deal with, like that have got fuck all to do with Cop Talk, right? That I'm behind on. There's just not enough hours in a day. I could do with a day off during the week, to be honest with you. I could do with saying, right, okay, so let's look at Friday tomorrow. I said in this video, Fridays I take a bit, easier. I go and watch the lads train and all that, right? So you might go, day off. Well, it ain't a day off really, is it? Because as much as I enjoy it, I'm taking pictures, I'm editing them, I'm then printing them. It's still busy, do you know what I mean? But like paddle on Monday, I went to paddle on Monday. It was brilliant, but it ruined my work, right? So next Monday, when my friends go and play paddle, I can't go, and I want to go. But falling at 12 o'clock during the day is no good for me, because I'm working for you then. I would love to take a day off during the week from everything to focus on, well, first of all, replying to Paul, right? Which is still part of what I do, right? But it's things that I want to do. And, I've got an insurance thing to deal with. It's just, I just don't get I don't get the time to do with those. I could do with a day to do it, but I can't, because if I don't work, I don't make money. It's just the same as anybody else. You know what I mean? So, and that should say to you, that should explain to you what it's like with all this Cop Talk stuff, to be honest. Because if you can't just take a day off, that must show to you, well, it must be, a bit, I don't want to use the words difficult, but I think sometimes people think, oh, you're rolling in it, something like that. I was fucking rolling in it. I'd take a day off, wouldn't I? You know what I mean? I'm going to America in a few weeks. I see my boy Smooth and that. And every day I'll be working. But I like it. I'm not complaining. And I could toss it off for a week if I wanted to, but I actually enjoy it. And I'm a workaholic. I was in the bar on Sunday after the game. We had a home game on Sunday. I went to the bar because we shared 2 taxis, right? And we got dropped off at the bar that we go to in town, a sports bar. I didn't get lashed up or out like that. But the entire time I was sat on a table by myself, and all my friends were scattered around playing pool, talking at the bar, watching football. And this fella kept coming over to me, one of the lads that goes to the football, don't know him very well, he's a lovely guy, he wasn't being shit or anything. He was going, "You're never off your phone. You got to enjoy yourself." I went, "Well, I am enjoying myself." Yeah, but life's passing you by. And what I was doing was I was editing those pictures behind me on my phone, right? Because I send them to the club, in Valencia, and they're used for the media side of things. And it was just saving me, if I'd have just sat there and had a drink and chilled with everyone, then I would have had to do it when I come home. But it was, and then he said to my mate Martin, he went, he's got to stop. He's Martin. Look at him. He's just like, he's never off. Every time I see him, and he was being nice. He wasn't being awful in any way, shape, or form. But it was winding me up a little bit in the nicest, politest way. I was like, I'm actually really enjoying myself. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm editing these pictures and I'm getting satisfaction from it. I love what I do. I do. I love it. I wish it generated a lot more revenue, because then I could have that fucking day off. You know what I mean? But ironically, the day off I would want to catch up and I'd be doing stuff. There's no way in a million years, if I dropped the lottery, right, I could sit on this settee and watch that TV all day long, or lay outside when it's a sunny day and sunbathe and just lay there like that, or just go for a drive or a walk. It's not me at all, man. I've got to be doing stuff. If I was sat here trying to watch TV, which I can't do anyway, I'd be coming up with an idea. I'd be thinking, I could do that on the site, the website. That'd be pretty cool. And then I'd be like, I'm just gonna go on computer. I'm like that, mate. But I love it. I like it. Leave me alone. Right, okay. Let's take a look at Revolut. Now, Revolut. So there's 3 links in the video description. They're the ones there's different ways of supporting me. You must know this by now. There's Love Art, that's the super thanks. The super chats, which are the live streams. You can thumbs up a video, that support me. You can watch a video, you can comment a video, that's supporting me. In the YouTube take 30% of everything. So if you contribute £1, they take 30 pence. And you get it. What you get, if you do that today, then I get that on the 23rd, 24th of the following month. People complain about YouTube taking the money, but who pays for it all? Do you know what I mean? So it's business, right? And then the taxman takes another chunk and another chunk, because it's all digital, right? So you can't fiddle it in the slightest. Not that I would, of course not. No, unfortunately, I don't deal with any cash whatsoever, which is why I never have any cash on me. So, in the video description, there's 3 links. There's PayPal, Monzo, and Revolut. They're 100%, minus a little fee maybe on PayPal, but it's 100%, and it's instant. Revolut is my beer kitty, although I did pay for the pictures today from my beer kitty, which shows you that I'm not selfish. And then there's the VIP membership. The VIP membership is the biggest way of supporting me, and also it gives you a year to interact with people on within that community, which I'm very proud of. And it's where when I'm not recording a video, I'm on there. You know what I mean? Like, I'll be in the chat room or wherever, I'm on there. So we go to the Revolut one, and it might be a little bit complicated, this. If I can just close that and close that. Right. So if you look, where is it there? Do you see that one? That's confirmation of my 2360 from Rossmann. Did go out of my Revolut. I'm not chatting shit, all right? Let's have a look. Let me just check the messages. This one, listen to this one. This came in from David Shenton, and he said, "Coffees or a steak for Remy?" From Dave Shenton. And my reply to him this morning was, thanks, mate, I'll sort him out. So I'm not going to take that, even though it's in my my beer kitty, I am going to get Remy a steak. Because people, I've mentioned that a couple of times, that'd be what he's thinking there. Because last year he got a couple of steaks bought for him, Remy, and it was really cute. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was in a supermarket. Well, I go to this like a cash and carry place because it does the best meat. And I was like, oh, get myself a couple of steaks. And then I got another one. You know, and people are like, what you do? I said, oh, it's for Remy. So you're getting him a steak? He's like, yeah, fucking too, right? So what I'll do is I will get a steak for him and I'll cook it for him. And then when we do a morning briefing one day, you'll see that I give him his steak. Bless him. This is that dog that I treat badly, by the way. David, thank you. You're an absolute legend. Okay. This is from Traumatic, who sent €10 through Revolut yesterday. So I got excited. I was like, oh, there's a couple of magnets there. And he went, hey, Dunk, this is towards the video subscription. So, and I put, thanks so much, pal. And he said, no problem. Just want to contribute so we can have a motivated Dunk and a happy Cop Talk community. So this is going back to when I paid that 110 out, whatever it was yesterday, for the ability to offer the VIP members the channel member videos from here. So, you know, some of them, you know, my people stepped up and did that. So that's what that reference is. So unfortunately, so far, I've got to buy a steak and pay a bill. It's not looking good for my beer kitty. Right, moving on. Here's another one from Colin. And it says, contribution towards the Vimeo sub for the Cop Talk TV members' videos on Cop Talk. Thanks, Emil, for sorting it. I've just put thanks so much, legendary. See what my people are like? Okay, so they're the messages. They're the ones that I've been able to reply to. Sometimes you can't reply to people on Revolut. I assume you've got to have an account to reply, right? Yeah, that makes sense. Let me just check. I'm going to check. That's euros. Let's switch to pounds. Okay, here we go. Steve B. Steve B bought me a beer. Yes, because he doesn't mention anything about dogs. He doesn't mention anything about dogs, so nice one. That's for me. Steve B, thank you, man. I can't reply to you. It breaks my heart when I can't reply to people that use Revolut. I appreciate you so very much. Thank you. Okay, I think that is Revolut. Now, the thing is, we have, I now have some PayPal ones, right? And there might be, what's it called? Monzo. This is where I'm going to struggle a bit. So, Lloyd, he sent a $5 on PayPal yesterday. Oh, no, sorry, this morning. Cheers for what you do, especially for adding the YouTube members videos to the VIP site. Again, you know, just amazing people helping with that. I always think it's good to be honest with people, you know, and just say, look, this is what it cost me. If you can help, you know, appreciate it. If not, don't worry about it, you know. And then if you have a really good month, like I do in August, and I get the money in September, I always go, hey, it's all right, you know. So tell people, just be honest with people. I think I'm probably too honest, but there you go. Jason Will, right? Yeah, I screenshot that one for Remy. Now let's have a look. I need to look at screenshots. This is where it's going to get complicated. Oh, by the way, yesterday I used Grok, which is the XAI, Resonant AI, and said, give me a bet on the Champions League. Because I like a little bet every now and then. And it gave me three bets and accumulator, and they came off, they won. And I've done the same again today, so I'll let you know how it goes. Jeff, here's my man Jeff. Jeff Potenga, have a couple on me, mate. That came in through Monzo. Thank you, Jeff. I will have a few on you. I'm looking forward to Saturday. I'm going to go to the football with my mate on Saturday, and then I'm going to come back and have a beer, meet up with my lass. Jace LFC. I don't. But put this tenner towards your members' videos debt. Keep up the good work, pal. Absolutely love the channel. Jace LFC, and in brackets he's put channel lurking member. And he's put a laughing emoji. The difference in people's, you know what I mean? I just love people that have a giggle. It's the emoji that's done it there for me. I mean, the tenner might have put a smiley with his. But what I mean is, I just love people that laugh. I can laugh at anything, mate. Poke fun at myself, you know what I mean? Like, so what? You know what I mean? Good lad, Jace. Thanks, man. I love the emoji, that laughing emoji you've put on there. Paul Ray, for the mail stand video embedding subscription. Paul is, Paul supported me recently as well. I really must email him. This is what I mean. Like, I need a few hours to do that. But then I think, oh, I must message Paul. And then I know that by the time this video is up, I need to go and do my vids. And then it's before you know, it's time for the stream, you know. And then before you know, it's time for bed. That's how the days go. Paul Ray, for the mail stand video embedding subscription, incredible. Thank you very much, Paul, if you're out there, my man. Again, Lance, I don't know if I mentioned this one before. Hey, don't keep up the great work and use this for the video description for the VIPs. Cheers, YNWA. And Stephen as well. Okay, you guys will know him as Donkey from the members side. Hey, Dunk, mate. Have a pint or two on me. I'm in hospital tomorrow, so that'll be today. So I'm saving your vids to watch them all to kill time. How nice is that? Again, somebody else, you know, probably a little bit nervous today. I always think of my peoples, man. Also, Jack Rudgley. This came in on Monzo. Beer. Beer. There you go, beer. Get a beer down you, my peoples. My lovely, lovely, lovely peoples. I must give a shout out to Matt Mason, Matt lives out here. I've not met him yet, definitely will be meeting him. Hey, Matt, do you know my ex-bird? You follow her on Instagram, I think. Oh, yeah. So I don't want to be asking any questions about her when I see you. And he said, he said, glad you paused your life for a little while, my friend. Recharge me, because that was the other day. I was like too tired or whatever. Anyway, he's over in the UK for his dad's funeral, which is tomorrow. Saw my mum today for the first time since he passed. Shed a few tears, but she's coping okay. Hoping all goes well as can be expected on Friday. So Matt is an absolutely lovely guy. He comments all my videos. He always says nice things, never moans. Always, you know, comments my social media posts. Always gives a thumbs up. Always love at something. Always makes an effort. And that's how I've come to the conclusion that Matt is a fucking brilliant guy. And also shows interest in CF Benidorm and the work that I do there. CF Benidorm Talk, remember, Instagram, X, Facebook, YouTube. And it's nice to have some people that have followed that. Some of you have commented on it. I followed it, Dunk, and I'm sorry if I haven't replied to you. I'm just really, really struggling now to keep up with all the comments, right? But, you know, I do see, and I do appreciate it, because I really want this club to be successful. And the manager made a good comment the other day that he wants this town, you know, well, not this town, I live in a different town, I'm the next town along, but he wants the resort, the Benidorm town, if you like. People only associate with people partying and all that, but it's a fucking proper town, it's beautiful, right? And he wants it to become a centre of football, to give young kids and young people, you know, not just kids, but teenagers, early 20s, whatever, 25, whatever, if there's a successful football club, it's giving opportunity to youngsters, whether that's in football or employment, right? So our manager doesn't just want to win the league, doesn't just want to win games. He wants to build something for the community. And that's why I'm involved with it. you know. And like I said, I'm sure I mentioned it, I was at a board meeting last night for, I think it was 3 hours last night, all in Spanish, from start to finish, me and 11 other people, I think. And, you know, with the owner, president, the manager was, me and the manager were sat together. The coaches, you know, were present because they were discussing the academy. And it was very tiring, I'll be honest with you. It's really tiring because you're listening to nearly a dozen people talking in, you know, in another language, and you're having to like really concentrate. I was fucking like, I was like that. But I feel so privileged and so honoured that, you know, the owner has invited me in and wants me to be on the board at every meeting. Not on the board as an executive, you know what I mean? What I mean is, you know, as liaison with the fans and an advisor, to be honest with you. And, you know, there's a few things that, you know, the fans have wanted for a while, and match days and things like that. My job's to try and improve the match day experience and things. And so I was happy to, you know, tell the supporters last night that there's a match day programme. You know, they've been asking for a match day programme for a very long time. So that's coming. That's going. I saw it last night, the design. A new club shop within the ground. You know, these are all recommendations that, you know, have been implemented, and just doing something for the community gives me a huge buzz, to be honest with you. A lot of people want to do things with condition in life. You know, oh, I can do this for your business, but it'll cost you this. You know, I can do that for you, but I want that. Like I could say to someone on here, I'll help you set something up that I've got knowledge of, all right? And I would then at that point say, but I don't want out for it, which probably makes me a bit stupid. Because they say in life, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. But how about just helping people when you can? Someone emailed me recently for help with something, a podcast or something. I'm sorry if I haven't got back to you yet, but again, I'm struggling to cope with everything. Matt, we'll be thinking of you, my man. Take care. This one's from Andy. I think it's Andy Atsy or something. He says, I don't comment very often. Usually listen on my phone, and once you're done, the next video just starts. But I wanted to drop a quick line to thank you for your service to us Liverpool fans. I love your way of making videos. Not too much nonsense, so you know what you're talking about. Well, I think I do when it comes to certain things, but maybe not everything. Keep it up, man, YNWA. And I put, thanks very much, mate, for taking the time to comment. Vic Ashcroft. Got to give Vic a shout. That came in on Tuesday. I think I've probably done it already. I did it yesterday, so I think I'm caught up on those. The Spanish supporters group that attend the games, you know, we've got a British supporters group and a Spanish group. They're not, it makes it sound like they're segregated, and they're not. There just happens to be Spanish people here and British people here. And it's a very multinational club. And we put out a joint thing yesterday, me and them, saying, you know, at the away games, let's try and be together, you know, so that we look more intimidating or louder, create a better atmosphere. But obviously, they turn up with a big fucking drum. And there's a lot of people that go, you know, that I know, like, can't stand near that fucking thing. Do you know what I mean? So they contacted me yesterday, which is really nice, which shows integration and that we're one big family, which is nice. Now, before I sign off, I just need to check some screenshots from Charlotte that she sent me yesterday, my daughter. If you deal with you know, anything to do with PayPal, it goes to Charlotte, not me. I mean, what I mean by that is she handles it. The notifications go to her, and then she tells me. JSLFC covered that one. Paul Ray covered that one. This is from Lance. I'm not sure this one got covered. Hey, don't keep up the great work and use this for the video subscription, sorry, for the VIP channel. Cheers, YNWA. Thank you, my man. Done that one. And she sent me an email. One of the VIP members, you know, or well, a number of them actually contacted Charlotte the other day and said, how do I watch the male stand-up, you know, videos? Are they on here? And she said, no, they can't be put on here because YouTube doesn't allow them to be embedded, and my dad can't add you to the channel on YouTube. He would if he could, kind of thing. And, that's why I had to act. I had to find a way and to try and accommodate everybody. And I did come up with this solution. And she sent me, an email she sent to someone saying, Dunk, why didn't she say Dad? Has just found a way to embed the videos onto Talk. He wanted to find a way to fix this for you so you can view videos at no extra cost. You can find an example here to make sure it works for you. And this person replied and said, OMG, amazing. Yes, it works. I've logged in and can see the video. Thank you so much. And it's just making a difference to someone, isn't it? Not everybody probably wants to come onto YouTube. If they're on the members website, right? They want to be contained within the members website, don't they? Stay on that platform, So anyway, I think we've done all right so far this week. We've made people happy on the site. We've got these photos, so that's going to make people happy. We've made Remy happy, right? Because he's going to get a steak. I'm going to get him a steak probably on Friday. So he's going to be happy. He's got some treats as well. I'm happy because I'm just... do you know what? I was going to say because I'm always happy, but I had to pause and I think, am I always happy? Because the last few years have been a bit... But you know what? When I thought I was happy, I was a bit fed up at times, but you've got to put a smile on your face. You've got to remember there's people out there worse off than you. I don't care who you are. Or I don't care how... If you're at the absolute rock bottom, there's still someone out there worse off than you. We've just got to keep going, haven't we, guys, So, yeah, I'm happy. My people, look at the support I get. Look at the support I get. It's incredible. And I can assure you that I don't take the piss with that support. Like, I acknowledge everybody. I don't go out and buy anything fancy for myself. I can't think of the last time I actually went out and... I used to buy the odd Xbox game and stuff like that. I mean, last time I went to get a video controller, an Xbox controller, red one, I was like looking at it, then I put it back on the shelf. I was like, the other one works. But I did get, someone advised me to get the red grips that you can just attach, which are still in a bag. I still haven't put them on. I haven't been on the Xbox for a while because I've been busy. I miss my boy Smooth, but hopefully I'll get to see him in a few weeks. I don't know about you in life. What do you do? Let me know. This is a really good question. What do you do in life? What do you spend on yourself? Like, what do you like? What's your interest? What's your treat? I think this would be a really cool topic, really. Like, do you collect things? Is there things that you buy that you think, I like that, I'll add it to my collection? Or do you think to yourself, I like to go away? Or is it just simple things like going out for a bite to eat or a beer? Do you like to travel? What do you do? What do you do in your life? What makes you happy? Other than Liverpool, we all know you're going to say Liverpool as well. But what is it? What's everyone's love, passion? Like me, I like making people happy. I get a huge satisfaction out of dropping them pictures off at train. I don't hang around, I just go, just pass them on to the lads, will you? I don't want people to go, that you and me. I don't do that. I was very happy posting last night to supporters of the club, we've got a match day programme coming in English and Spanish, and we've also got this new thing because that makes people happy. If I was to spend money, well, I spent money on the photos, but if I was spending money on myself, what would I do? If I could do anything, this is the thing though, if someone said here's 500 euros, 600 euros, I say that because I know what the answer is going to be. I would go and buy a battery, which is fucking bizarre, isn't it? I'd buy a battery to power my Starlink system. Is it Starlink? It's called Starlink, isn't it? I got it when we had that. In Spain had that massive power outcut last year. I couldn't contact my family in England or anything. All phone lines were down. I honestly thought we'd been nuked. The government didn't tell us anything, but then again, could they tell us anything? I don't know. And I guess maybe some radio stations were working. I honestly don't know, but I couldn't communicate, and it was a very, very scary feeling, guys. One which I assume you might not have experienced, but that everything was down. And then I realised that even if you had power from a battery to power the modem, the router for the internet, it wouldn't work. And then I remembered Starlink, Elon Musk's setup, and that works if you've got a battery. So I managed to get a really good offer. Over here, it's 40 euros a month. I think it's 70 quid in England. But Starlink here is €40 a month. And I think it was €300 for the equipment, but it was free. But you had to sign up for a year. And I've had that, I don't know how long I've had it, 6 months? Don't know. But I pay €40 a month and I've never used it once. It's all still boxed. I've got the bracket, I've got the equipment. We do get quite a few power cuts here anyway. But I want the battery. I need to get the battery because that will cover me, right? So then I can stay in touch with family and I can continue to work. So again, it's more work related, really. But that's something that will come. I guess I mentioned this yesterday. I could do with a couple of iMacs. I would definitely do that. But again, if you think about it, the iMacs work as well, innit? Do you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, get some iMacs because that'd be better for my work. Certainly better than that monitor over there for my eyes. But again, it's not really yourself, is it? Like, I think it's because I've got everything I could possibly want, to be honest. Like, I don't know, when I was younger, I used to go to like HMV or something. I'd love to buy like a physical CD, or I used to get DVDs of Liverpool and that, and VHS cassettes before that. But those shops have gone now. I mean, if I went to a shopping centre now, I honestly, I genuinely can't think of a single thing that I would buy. So maybe that's a good thing. Weird, isn't it? Suppose I like travel. I do like to travel. But travel, I'm an hotel person. I like to just chill in an hotel or something like that. I don't know, I'm quite content in life, really, to be honest with you. And I'm trying to think of something I could buy for myself. Not into jewellery. Got lots of trainers. I like to buy trainers every now and then. I can't think of anything. I think the things I'd buy would be practical things, you know, to do with the website and that and stuff. Yeah, it's not one thing I can think of. I mean, don't get me wrong, if I want lottery, I'd go out and buy, you know, big fuck off car and speedboat and things like that. But down to earth things, yeah. Oh, I know what I'd buy if I could buy something. But again, it's a luxury purchase. I'd like a coach, mate, and have it all kitted out like a little house. You know what I mean? Like, I would like a mobile home, but I think, you know, I need an office. So I would love a coach, mate. I think if I dropped the lottery, that'd be what I would be aiming for, to be honest. One of them big coaches, you know, all kitted out and with a little living room and a little office area, and I would tour with Remy and that and just drive where I wanted. I'd like to do that. That'd be pretty cool. But to be honest with you, at my age right now, all I want to do is stay alive. That's it. And you might not understand that. You might think that's morbid. You might think whatever. But, you know, like, I'm obviously, you know, overweight, lads, you might have noticed. And with that does come issues. But, you know, a lot of people, you know, the older you get, more people, you know, like that you went to school with, they'll go, you never, what happened? And I'm like, you're fucking joking, aren't you? Or you ate news. And then when you're younger growing up, it tends to be such and such has died, and they're maybe 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years older than you or something. But as you get older, that number starts coming down. And then when it starts being, he was 35, she was 47, it's like, you just really appreciate life, you know what I mean? And yeah, just appreciate life. And that, my friends, is why I've got zero patience for these fucking idiots in the comment section sometimes. Don't get many, though. And if that applies to you, because I read one of your comments out that's stupid, you might be one of the nicest people in the world. I'm just saying your comments, I just don't understand the point. You know what I mean? Like, I'm glad you like my content. I want you to continue around the channel. I do, right? But in life, we shouldn't be telling people how to live their lives unless they're your children or something and you're trying to be a parent and bring them up the right way. And even what you say to your kids might not be right. They might have a different opinion of it. It's up to them to decide when they become adults whether to listen to your advice, right? But when you love someone, you try and steer them in the right direction. But it's not really for us, to go out and tell people, hey, that's not funny. If it's not funny, let the room decide that. And even so, I don't care what anyone thinks like that. You've got to say to yourself, is that person, are they being malicious or are they just being daft? Don't fucking shouldn't have said that really, should he? But his heart's in right. Do you know what I mean? That's what I think. Right, I'm off. I suppose I better go and do some work. All right, guys. Massive shout out to all of those of you that have, whose names I've read out. If I've forgotten you, please let me know. It's highly likely that I have. Massive, listen. If you thumbs up my video, if you comment on my video, even if you thumbs it down, to be honest, it's 1 view, 1 engagement. You're supporting me. If you're watching my video to the end, you're supporting me. Please tell me what your interests are in life, like what you spend money on yourself. If someone said to you, here's 100 quid, what would you spend it on? Be honest. I don't want you to say, I'd spend it on my kids or my wife or my husband. What would you buy yourself? Let me know. Yeah, so if you enjoyed it, thumbs up, drop me a comment if you've got time. There's a love art, you understand the grift, you know what we've got to do here. It's how we work here, right? So there's a love art if you want to support my channel. I always give a shout out to people that do that. There's 3 links in the video description if you want to support me. Revolut is the one that I try to isolate for my social time on a Saturday. You can join the channel, which is a massive help to me. I get more revenue from channel subscriptions and super thanks, super chats, and I do views. So without that, those people wouldn't be here for all of us. So you can join the channel. And if you want to become a Cop Talk VIP member, I'm sure there's a link in the video description. If not, go to coptalk.com. That's the best way of supporting me. And it also gives you a year as well. You get something for it, which is good, and you become part of the family. If you'd love to be a VIP member and can't afford it, you just need to email me, dunk, D-U-N-K, at coptalk.com. Tell me what you can afford and I will hook you up. I'll just say, Charlotte, look after this person. They want to be with us, And that's it. You have a great day. I will be around during the day with some content. I'm going to go down to my office now. Live stream at 6:30 and then a morning briefing tomorrow morning. Okay, guys. Falling asleep here. Knackered. Right, take care. I'm going to speak to you in a bit.